Are you an introvert? Did you know there are 4 types of introverts? Yes, there is. So if you are wondering which type of introvert you fall into, then stay tuned, because today we will talk about the 4 types of introverts and reveal each of their characteristics that set them apart. We also include self-care tips and advice for each individual type to help you embrace your true introverted nature. But that's not all. If you watch this video till the end, we also include a test quiz for you. This test quiz is designed to check which of these 4 types of introverts you fall into, so make sure to stay tuned till the end to find out the results. Without wasting time, let's get started. So what are the 4 types of introverts? The 4 types of introverts according to psychologists are as followed: social introverts, thinking introverts, anxious introverts, and restrained introverts. So let's look into each of their characteristics and what sets them apart. Number 1, the social introverts. First up, we've got the social introvert. Social introverts like being alone or with a few close friends. They don't enjoy being around large groups of people. It's not because they're shy or anxious around them. They actually have no problem connecting with others. It's just that they can get easily drained if they stay too long in crowded groups. They rather focus on one-on-one interaction or a small group instead. Even though they may enjoy occasional company or social interactions within their close circle, yet they still prefer their own company above all. So here's a self-care tips and advice for social introverts. Don't feel guilty or let anyone self-guilt you for taking the time for yourself. Take all the alone time you need to recover and recharge. Don't overdrain yourself in social events just to please others. If you are required to stay long in a social event, it's best to give yourself a break in between to be away from the noisy environment to recover and recharge. Best suitable career for you would be computer science, engineering, and writers or anything related to it. Example like content creators or editors? These careers require creating, problem solving, and usually work either independently or in a small group. Number 2, the thinking introverts. Next, we have the thinking introvert, often known as a daydreamer introvert. Thinking introverts like to spend most of their time in their head, thinking, analyzing, and reflecting, whether it's about themselves, life itself, universe, or the mysterious life after death. They love thinking about everything they see or hear, and they usually have creative imaginations. Thinking introverts have no problem being around others, but prefer to be on their own instead. It's not because it's draining, but because it takes them away from their inner world. But if they do go out, they always go back to their inner world to recover and recharge. So here's a self-care tips and advice for thinking introverts. Since you're always on your thoughts, it's best to engage or practice simple, mindful activities like meditation, deep breathing, or mindful walks to stay connected with the present moment. Don't ever lose sight of reality, and try to stay connected with people who understand you or share the same values as you to keep you inspired. Use your time and your creative mind to pursue hobbies like painting, journaling, or anything related to it. Best suitable career for you would be philosophy, history, or anything related. These careers involve learning, deep thinking, in-depth research, and analyzing, which is great for thinking introverts. Before we continue, if you enjoy this video so far, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell icon so that you won't miss our future videos. So let's continue with the topic. Number 3, the anxious introverts. Now we've got the anxious introvert. Unlike the social and thinking introverts who have no problem connecting with others, anxious introverts, on the other hand, will try to avoid social situations at all cost. It's not because it's draining, but because it causes a ton of anxiety for them. This is because anxious introverts are overthinkers with low self-esteem. They tend to overthink past interactions and feel painfully self-conscious in social settings. That's why they prefer solitude over socializing. Even if they are alone, it does not reduce their anxiety. They still worry over what might go wrong or have gone wrong and what they have done or should have done differently. So here's a self-care tips and advice for anxious introverts. Create a journal and write down your feelings or concerns about situations that make you anxious. Find out ways or methods to manage your anxiety and include it in your daily routine. Try opening up to your loved ones or close friends for support, or seek professional help for advice and reassurance. Best suitable career for you would be photographer, graphic designer, and writer, or anything related to it. These careers involve creating, editing, designing, and can work remotely or independently, which is suitable for anxious introverts. Number 4, the restrained introverts. Lastly, we have restrained introverts. Unlike the anxious introverts, restrained introverts are not afraid of social interaction. They're okay with meeting new people, but they are very selective to who they open up to. This is because restrained introverts are more guarded, reserved, and like to think before they act or speak. They prefer to observe first before opening up to someone, and they don't like to rush into things or like being rushed. But once they open up to someone, it shows that that person has earned their trust. So here is a self-care tips and advice for restrained introverts. Assign specific timing in your schedule for alone time and include it in your daily routine. It could be time to read a book, take a walk, or simply be alone with your thoughts. You can use your alone time to take part in activities or hobbies that allow for self-expression. It could be writing a journal or song lyrics, painting, or even dancing. Best suitable career for you would be personal finance advisor, mental health counselor, or marriage therapist. These careers involve deep observation, assessing, and planning, which is great for restrained introverts. So there you have it, the 4 types of introverts. So which one are you? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this topic so far, you can check out our other topic above. As promised, here is the test quiz. Select the best answer that applies to you. Then keep track of your answers and calculate your score to find out the result at the end. 1. How do you handle social situations? A. Enjoy socializing but only with a few people. 1 point. B. Okay with others, but prefer alone time. 2 points. C. I will avoid social situations at all costs. 3 points. D. Selective to who I talk to and prefer to observe before engaging. 4 points. 2. What best describes your reaction to new people? A. Open but depends on the person. 1 point. B. Open but usually get lost in my thoughts. 2 points. C. I am usually anxious and hesitant to interact. 3 points. D. Guarded, reserved, and observed before opening up. 4 points. 3. Where do you often find your mind wandering? A. Thinking about myself and reflecting. 1 point. B. Contemplating life, the universe, and everything. 2 points. C. Always thinking about past experiences or worst scenarios. 3 points. D. Prefer being in the moment, not much daydreaming. 4 points. 4. How do you feel about spending time alone or with a few close friends? A. Prefer being alone or with a few people. 1 point. B. It's okay. 2 points. C. I would rather be alone. 3 points. D. I'm fine with both. 4 points. Here's the results. 4 to 7 points, social introvert. 8 to 11 points, thinking introvert. 12 to 15 points, anxious introvert. 16 points, restrained introvert. So what is your result? Let me know in the comment below. Remember, this simple quiz is just for entertainment purposes and should not be taken or used as professional advice. If you enjoy this video, then you can check out our other videos by clicking on the screen. Both topics include a short self-quiz at the end of the video.